Okay, start out with my containers here. Apologize for the road noise. I did get up extra early, but the traffic has already started. And so right in the front here are my citrus trees. My lime tree is almost done fruiting. I got left one on there. I actually pulled off the other fruits that were on here because they split after we got a bunch of rain, or one of them did. But one of my lemons is flowering, so that's really cool. Getting them acclimated to being back outside. This one hasn't started. Oh no, I take it back. I have a couple little fruits on there. I didn't even know. I say this one hasn't done anything yet. I didn't even see it flower. Good job, little tree. Here is a pig nut hickory. This was on the side of the road. A neighbor had taken it from a local program to start and give away native trees. And I guess they, thought they would plant it, and then they didn't. And they put it on the driveway, and my husband brought it home for me. And I think we have a spot for it. This container that I can't find the right thing to grow in, I put some time in thinking, oh, it's happy, lots of less than optimal places. It's not happy there. And so a bay tree, quite happy, putting on new leaves. This is a lemon tree. I'd actually grown this from seed and gave it to my mom, and it was almost dead, and I brought it home and repotted it. It seems to be doing fine. Don't know if we'll ever get fruit off of it, and if we do, if it'll be anything edible. We'll see. All my potatoes, I almost said tomatoes, potatoes, these are just like store-bought potatoes I had that had gone green and or sprouted. And so I just decided to plant them. And I don't know if this is just because we've gotten so much rain that they're, just drowning, or if it's actually that they have some kind of a wilt. This was one that was totally yellow, and I just pulled it out. It looks like maybe starting to get a little bit of blight on there too. I don't know. So yeah, not seed potatoes, just store-bought potatoes. I decided to make something of. These guys look good. Andis hyssop came back again, as it always do. This is a fantastic plant. These are, I believe, snow peas that I put out early thinking they would do okay, and they really haven't taken off till just now. This roselle I put out, I don't know, a week or two ago, and it might still be too cool for it because it looks like it's kind of sad. Our little wine barrel here is full of stuff. Same thing, some peas. I think these are some snap peas I put out a while ago, and they're just now taking off. Weather's been so weird this year, though. This is, I'm going to say that's a black cherry. I must have not put my marker in there for what it is. Got some flowers, though. That's nice. I did put a little watermelon in here. This is a Charleston Gray. I don't know if that'll be sufficient, but I figured I'd let it grow out there, take up some space. There's some onions that are going to seed. Been using for green onions. And then, I'm just talking about the plants over here real fast. Things up here, this is kind of hospice. Some seeds that never germinated for muscadines, spinach that doesn't like to be in the spot where in this container, I'm not sure which. Queen lime zinnias. This one I planted out too early and then put in a pot, took inside. One's doing fine, one is struggling. Tulsi I have to put in the ground. See, I just gave away a whole box full of tomato plants to my neighbors. I'll tell you that in a minute. Chocolate mint coming back in. That was a neighbor had put a whole bunch out to give away, and I took it and put it in a pot there. This was supposed to be ideally some type of green. You see, I planted a whole bunch of stuff in here. There's some Merlot lettuce. Pardon the traffic noise. There's another lettuce there. Some pak choy, little mustard. And I knew they wouldn't get very big, but I figured one of them at least would take. We fill this up, and none of them have taken, and the squirrels have dug it up. I got rose campion, got on the side of the road from a neighbor, and probably need to divide that this year, but it's coming into bloom. Daylilies filling out this spot here. Let's go to the greenhouse. Our little apple trees were doing good. And now they got powdery mildew on them, and I've already sprayed them and everything. I might just have to trim that off, I don't know. I realized I didn't have any place for cucumbers after I started them. So I'm putting them in a pot. I'm going to see how they do. Squirrels already dug one up, that one right there. But these guys are still on, so hopefully they'll be okay. That's my other apple. And there's one of my blueberries. This is, as you can see, New Jersey. Chicago Hardy Fig. These came from a local plant sale. What's a blueberry, where they were just teeny little plants. You see they're done from cuttings. And yeah, good stuff. They're cheap. All right, and I do take water out. I feel like fill buckets and put them in my greenhouse. Move those out of the way. You can see it's kind of a mess here, my dirt and everything. But it's quite full, and the water helps to keep it warm and keeps my rain barrels from being overflowing. So these guys, the bigger ones, I believe these are, well, this one's a green zebra. Oh, that was a green zebra too. I was thinking they were Romas. Those are zebras. A little roselle. These are cherry tomatoes. I don't know the variety. I took a bunch of plants to my child's friend's mother for a plant swap, and she gave me a bunch of babies in return because the plants I brought her were kind of big, and so she felt like she had to give me a bunch of babies. And now I have even more plants to figure out what to do with, which, you know, it's a good problem to have. But so yeah, these are I think these are Romas here, but I just potted up in solo cups so I can give them away. And these are all of my peppers. Most of these are things I had from original starts, and it's at least one of each variety that I held back in case I had any failures. Squirrels dug them up, bugs eat them, whatever. And mostly it was the smaller ones, so I let them grow on some. And you can see some of them were doing pretty good. These are the ones that the friend's mom gave me. And these are just a red pepper, bell pepper. I'm not sure the variety, she didn't know. So like maybe a Marconi or something. I don't know. I don't know enough about pepper varieties. I should be quiet. This little guy, all these guys here, these are mostly poppies. 3 different types of poppies. I started some earlier, and when I planted them up front, they got dug up by squirrels, and all of them died. So I'm going to try and grow them on bigger, let them get to be a little bit bigger plant size so they can handle getting roughed up a little bit. Or I can plant them deeper or something, you know, any of those things. Give it a better chance of living. Same thing with this catnip. I did put some catnip up front, and Comrade promptly dug it up and ate it. Or just ate it, but like there's nothing left. She ate even the roots, I guess. That's a little purple basil, just really slow getting going. Queen lime zinnia. I've started, I feel like a lot of those, and they're not made it so far. I don't know why I'm bad at zinnias. These are asters. I want to say it was chamois something was the name of it. It was kind of a peach color. And some calendula. I've grown a bunch of Resina calendula, and this is one called Zeolite, so more of a peachy color. I got a lot of peachy colored flowers this year. I don't know why that was speaking to me, but it was. And these are more of the red peppers, I believe, from a friend. And sage, same thing, a bunch of baby plants. I did plant some up front yesterday. These guys were started from seed, and some have been a little slow to go, maybe because of the temperature, but they're finally starting to pick up and move. Most of them, let's see, Kajari melon, that little guy there, different types of watermelons. Yeah, it's a lemon drop watermelon, that guy right there, a little yellow watermelon. It's a butternut squash. Let's see here. Can't read my own handwriting. That's a Minnesota midget melon is what that is, little tiny cantaloupe guys. And then cucamelons right there. I gotta find a home for those soon. Eggplants, this is from the friend's mom. Gotta find a place to put some eggplants. Everything up here has been really slow to go. I did already plant out some of the okra, but all these other guys have been just, I don't know if it's not warm enough or what it is, but like the whole tray, super sad. That right there are some hollyhocks. It's another okra. That is one comfrey, I believe. Finally got one to germinate. I had a whole packet of, well, a small packet of seeds. Couldn't get them to germinate for anything. Hollyhocks. These are more sweet potatoes that had started a long time ago. Thought I was getting a jump on it, but then I put them out here and I think they got frozen. Bunch of celery. I just separated out. I'm gonna give some of that to my friend. Ground cherries. I clearly need to get in the ground because one's got a flower on it. More sweet potatoes that maybe will be worth planting out soon. That's definitely is 2 Romas in a pot. They look quite happy though, sharing that tiny little pot. I don't know how. Almost dropped my phone. And then these are dahlias. That same thing. I planted them up, put them out here, and then we had a big freeze, and they might have died. And I keep thinking, well, maybe I'll just give them another couple days, but I'm pretty sure they're dead. These guys are mostly Romas. I think I got some cherries in here. The ones with the stakes are the indeterminates. Yeah, this is a black strawberry, black cherry. Let's see. And a black strawberry, looks like. But I am going to share some with my friend. She's going to get some eggplants and peppers for sure, and cherry tomatoes. But yeah, I'll be sharing the plant wall, and so I think that's the end of my greenhouse.